Leadership is one of the most important responsibility in any society. A true leader is not someone who raises themselves above their people, but someone who lifts their people. Yet, in many cases, we see leaders who forget this sacred duty. They began to see themselves as greater than their people, as the torch that guides the nation, the source of hope, and even the origin of happiness. This is a dangerous path. Any leader who places personal glory above the welfare of the people is not honoring leadership. They are diminishing themselves. To think that the people exist to serve the leader rather than the leader serving the people is to misunderstand the very essence of leadership. When a leader claims to be the torch of their people, they are deceiving themselves. True guidance and illumination come from God, the ultimate source of wisdom, justice, and compassion. Leaders are not gods. They are ministers of God's work. Their purpose is to facilitate progress, peace, and happiness for their people. When they seek personal glory over genuine service, they betray their calling. Let me share a story. In a certain community, a leader believed that every success in the village was because of him. He thought that the people owe him their gratitude and loyalty. But over time, the people realized that his decisions were self-serving, and his presence caused more frustration than comfort. Eventually, the leader's prestige faded, not because of external enemies, but because he had disgraced himself in the eye of those he was meant to serve. True leadership is measured not by power, title, or wealth, but by the well-being of the people. A leader who brings joy, security, and opportunity to their community honors the position. A leader who only seeks personal acclaim, status, or attention is undermining the very role they were given. Leaders must remember that every action is observed. Every decision affects the life of countless people. Leadership is not a privilege. It is a responsibility, and it is a responsibility that requires humility, patience, empathy, and vision. Pride can blind a leader. When a leader believes that they are sole source of light, hope, or happiness for their people, they lose perspective. They forget that it is God who empowers and guides, and the leader is simply a vessel of His will. By thinking of oneself as the torch, the leader risks alienating the very people they are meant to protect. A story of firm example: leaders who prioritize personal gain over the welfare of their people eventually lost trust, influence, and even the respect of history. It is a reminder that leadership is not about self-importance. It is about service, sacrifice, and devotion to the greater good. Every leader must ask themselves, am I serving my people or myself? Do my decisions benefit from the community or just elevate my image? Am I empowering others or am I seeking personal recognition? The answer to these questions define the integrity of leadership. True leaders work behind the scenes, ensuring the happiness and growing of the people without seeking applause for themselves. When leaders serve genuinely, the people flourish. Happiness, peace, and prosperity are the true indicator of effective leadership. By ministering God's work and prioritizing the welfare of the people, leaders achieve a legacy far greater than personal power or wealth. They gain respect, trust, and the satisfaction of having made real differences. Any leader who fails to understand this principle is at risk of disgrace. Thinking oneself at the center of the people universe is not just arrogant, it is self-destructive. Leaders must embrace humility, recognize God as the ultimate source of guidance, and focus on serving the people with honesty, integrity, and dedication. While leadership is not about standing above others, it is about working with them. It is not about being a torch yourself, but about reflecting the light of God to illuminate the life of your people. Forgetting this truth is forgetting the very reason you were called to lead them. Leadership is a sacred responsibility, but it is not about forcing people to follow you blindly. Any leader who rules like a dictator, elevating themselves above the people and suppressing different opinions, is doing a great disservice to both the community and themselves. True leadership is democratic. It values the voices of the people and allows them to enjoy life freely. Happiness and freedom are not a privilege to be granted by a ruler. They are a right of every individual. A leader who punishes or targets people for disagreeing with them is showing weakness, not a strength. Disagreement is not a threat. It is a mirror. When people speak differently, it is an opportunity for reflection, growth, and improvement. Leaders must prepare themselves to correct their own mistakes, to listen and to learn. Dictatorship brings fear, resentment, and division. Democracy brings respect, unity, and progress. A leader who rules with humility and empathy creates an environment where people thrive and communicate flourish. Remember, being leader is not about power. It is about service. It is about creating a space where people can speak, live, and prosper without fear. When a leader understands this, they do not need to control others. They inspire. In short, leadership is not domination. It is guidance. It is not personal glory. It's shared success. Be a democratic leader. Allow freedom, encourage dialogue, embrace correction, and serve your people with integrity. A true leader's main responsibility is to develop their country. Leadership is not about personal wealth, fame, or power. It is about building a nation where people can live with dignity, security, and opportunity. Development comes in many forms: infrastructure, education, healthcare, and social service. But it also includes creating an environment where people can express themselves freely, participate in decision making, and enjoy a better quality of the leaders. Leaders who ignore these responsibilities fail not only their people but also themselves. A country cannot grow if its leaders only seek personal gain. When leaders prioritize their own interests over the nation, progress, poverty, conflict, and stability take root. But when leaders focus on genuine development, the people prosper, unity is strengthened, and the nation moves forward. Leadership is not about vision and action. A leader must plan for the future, invest in the next generation, and create opportunities that uplift the people. Every decision should aim to make the country stronger, safer, and more prosperous. In conclusion, a leader who ignores development is failing in their sacred duty. True leadership is measured by how much a country grows. Under their guidance, leaders must remember developing the nation is not optional. It is the heart of leadership itself. Thank you for watching and listening. If you are new to Changfied YouTube channel, do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.